St Giles Trust is a charity using expertise and lived experiences
to empower people who are not getting the help they need.
People who are hard to engage because they've been failed time and time again.
Held back by poverty,
exploitation,
abuse,
dealing with addiction or mental health problems.
Caught up in crime.
or a combination of these issues and others.
We believe that everyone has the power to turn their life around,
no matter what their situation.
County Lines is affecting children from under the age of 18 and vulnerable adults. They're the ones who are being groomed, recruited and exploited to be the frontline distributors. They're at the bottom of the pecking order, doing all the operational work and putting themselves at the most risk. Serious violence, knife crime, CSC, human trafficking and modern slavery can all be byproducts of initial County Lines involvement. So, when a child has been criminally exploited by a County Lines drug gang, they're more likely to also be affected by drug misuse, weapon carrying, serious or permanent injury, debt bondage, sexual exploitation, trauma, and many other harsh realities. It's important that we are aware of these complexities, as every detail counts when it comes to safeguarding, and as issues are never black and white, having a tailored case-by-case approach is essential. But how do we break the cycle when working with children and young people at risk of these issues?
The first thing that comes to mind is client engagement. The ability to get young people to engage in the first place is paramount to our approach. The young people we work with are often known to have low levels of engagement with services in general. We have learnt that engagement needs to be beyond a motivational conversation, especially when it comes to trying to impact attitude, thinking and behaviour to achieve a mindset shift. We have brought innovative new approaches to our interventions with children and young people. We know that if the young person is only engaging with our service alone, then we're doing them a disservice, and we cannot be the sole answer to all of their support needs. We use the relationship we've built to encourage them to engage and work with other services, especially statutory bodies such as police and social care, who they're often hesitant to open up to.
Once we've got the young person to engage, the next step is assessment. By carrying out risk assessments, initial assessments, and gathering information from other professionals in the young person's network, you can begin to identify the main concerns and formulate a realistic action plan. What are the push and pull factors that make a young person more vulnerable to being exploited? County Lines and child criminal exploitation pose high levels of risk to young people, and the ramifications can be fatal in the most extreme circumstances. To minimise, manage or eliminate risk, we need to answer a few very important questions, such as are they in debt? Are they affiliated to a gang? Do they have any support needs? What are the main concerns? We also look at strengths, what is helping? Who is a positive influence? What can be built on?
The result of these assessments will be the framework to tailor a support plan for each individual young person. Accommodation, attitude, thinking and behaviour, children and family, drugs and alcohol, education, training and employment, finance, benefit and debt, and health and well-being are all the pathways of support that could be included in the plan as required.
Many of our clients have multiple complex needs and might already be working with several different organisations or services. Some of these needs are recognised by professionals before we begin work with them, or they become apparent through the work that we do. It's therefore important for us to build up relationships with other professionals, like you, who also work with a child or young person, so that we can share information and work collaboratively.
Signposting to other agencies to support needs such as mental and sexual health, education, housing and employment needs are a few examples of factors that need to be considered while developing a support plan. A collaborative, multi-agency approach results in a support plan that is holistic and utilises the diverse experiences and expertise in the professional network surrounding the young person.
The final stage is to implement your plan and review as you go on. The circumstances that the young person is involved in can be volatile and open to change. We have to establish if the outcomes in the safety and support plan have been achieved. If this is not the case, then we need to look at what else can be done.
The young people we work with didn't just join a gang, decide to carry a knife, or started to be exploited by a county line overnight.
This happened over time. Subsequently, preventing, deterring, or helping someone to exit a gang doesn't come overnight either.
It takes time, so always be mindful that all interventions need to be holistic, intensive and not time-bound.